All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into our coverage of the Illinois Christian Conference Championship games here this afternoon as we have the girls game here at 4 o'clock. And then a little bit later on tonight, we'll have your boys varsity contest between Parkview and Community. First game of the day, though, is between Romeoville and Families of Faith Christian Academy for the girls' conference championship, as Romeoville will be going left to right as we sit here right next to the scores table here at Families of Faith. Give your starting lineups here in just a moment as we get opening tap here. Played ahead to Cassie Perez, and a little jumper on the baseline rattles off, no good. For Families of Faith, their starters will be 5'5" sophomore Heidi Welsh, along with 5'2" sophomore Gabby Morrow. That's Destiny Villalejo with the layup. The 5'7" senior gets the first 2 points of the game. Other starters for Families of Faith is 5'7" junior Natalie Robertson and 5'9" sophomore Gabrielle Frazier. And we got a whistle and a jump ball, and it'll go back down to Families of Faith again for Romeoville here this afternoon. Their starters at guards will be junior Nicole Peterson along with junior Jessie Perez. The forwards will be Aaliyah Brown, Alex Sonchek, and Cassie Shoup. As that shot off the mark, now Romeoville will bring it up. 7:18 to go here in our opening quarter. We've got a 2-0 lead for Families of Faith.
Looks like Families of Faith got a 3-2 zone defense.
3 ball out front won't go for Perez. And now back the other way come the Screaming Eagles as that deflects away and picked up in the middle of the lane by Aaliyah Brown.
Yeah, she should have just held the ball up. He had 2 girls back, nowhere to go. Pull the ball out. Little experience will teach her that.
Out front, got a double dribble on Jessie Perez. And it will go back to Families of Faith. 6:49 to go opening quarter. 2-0 a lead for the Screaming Eagles.
Well, it feels different to be back in basketball, doesn't it?
And it does. Yeah, last time we did this was Wilmington football playoffs. We haven't done a lot of basketball this year.
No, we haven't.
Me being an athletic director has kind of taken away from some of that. We have a carrying violation on Romeoville after a quick steal, and it will go right back over to Families of Faith. 6:34 to go, opening quarter, and a 2-0 lead for the Eagles here. First of 2 games tonight from Families of Faith. Girls and boys conference tournament championship. Boy, there's a nice pass on the inside. Shot missed there by Robertson. Now back along the baseline to Villalejo, and her 10-footer is good. So Destiny with the bucket and a 4-0 lead for Families of Faith. Screaming Eagles back to a 3-2 zone here. Out front, Perez. Back to the free throw line. Now Perez left wing trying to spin baseline. Jumper there is off the mark by Aaliyah Brown. And the Eagles come back out of there with it.
That was Natalie Robertson. Got her second rebound of the day already.
Destiny Villalejo trying to work left baseline. Got cut off there. Now we'll swing it around. Jumper on the wing is good. And that's Heidi Welsh with the 15-footer. And Heidi makes it a 6-0 lead for Families of Faith.
Yeah, Gabriel must be a real scoring threat for the Faith of Families because she's getting one-on-one attention.
Now baseline runner. That falls off no good by Perez. Put back up, no. Still loose on the inside. We got a whistle on a foul. And we'll see if this is on the shot. It will be. So the foul is on Families of Faith, Gabrielle Frazier. That will be her first and team first for Families of Faith. 5:16 here, opening quarter, to 6-0 lead for the Eagles. That free throw rattles around and in for Jessie Perez. Second free throw is good as well. So Perez with a pair, a 6-2 lead for the Eagles. And FOFCA will bring it up here. Into the front court comes Villalejo, trying to work right side. Got caught off there but good defense out front by Peterson. On the far side to Scott behind the arc, trying to work baseline there. She'll fire a 15-footer. That's off the mark. Tracked down on the near side by Romeoville's Cassie Shoup. And back up with it comes Romeoville in those dark blue uniforms with the white numbers, letters, and trim. Families of Faith is in, I don't know what color uniform you would call that, but I'd call it the lighter uniform.
Yeah, gray and white.
Gray, white, orange, blue. Jumper along the baseline is good by Jesse Perez. Little 15-footer there makes it 6-4 Families of Faith.
Yeah, this
left wing Morrow tried to look baseline. Now she'll fire it from the baseline and scores. It was deflected, and Morrow just picked it up and knocked down the shot. So it's 8-4, the lead for the Eagles.
She normally is the one that gets one-on-one attention, and somebody wasn't ready for her that time. And boy, she had a free open shot and nailed it.
Back to a 3-2 zone. That pass knocked away, and Welsh had it, and then she lost it. Picked up by Perez. Working baseline, throws up a runner. That's off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. And it will be Eagles basketball, an 8-4 lead for Families of Faith.
By the way, I didn't know McCamick coached. Our McCamick coached.
Yeah, Ethan McCamick has coached them for a while. Matter of fact, to a couple of championships in the ICS, and they've done very well under Ethan's leadership there at Romeoville. There's a double dribble on Heidi Welsh, and it will be Screaming Eagles turnover back to Romeoville here. 3:39 to go, opening quarter. 8-4 is the lead for FOFCA.
Yeah. Take a Families of Faith. Yeah, they're still in that 3-2 zone.
There's a lot of familiar people in this conference. I mean, there's in fact, I probably know a good chunk of the people in this. There's a runner along the middle of the lane. That falls in for Jessie Perez.
Yeah, she got the ball on the sideline. They cut across the court, across the middle of the lane, put up a running jump shot.
8-6, the lead for the Eagles. There's a runner on the wing. That's no good for Villalejo. Now far side, Destiny looking into the post, works back in the wing, fires a three. That won't go. And the rebound tracked down inside.
Sonchek.
Back the other way. Runner on the baseline. No. Rebound put back up. Good and a foul. Aaliyah Brown with the bucket. And she will head to the free throw line. Let's see who the foul is on for Families of Faith. The foul is on Gabrielle Frazier. That's her second. Team second on the Eagles as McKenna Garr, a 5'6" sophomore, will check in.
Aaliyah Brown on the line for a shot here. And look at her. She's only a freshman.
Yeah. There's a lot of really young players in this conference, and quite a few of them were on the all-tournament team. Well, not all-tournament, I should say all-conference. The girls' side of things in this conference is very strong going forward. There's a lot of freshmen and sophomores. We have a foul in the front court as there was a screen set up top, and trying to blast through that was Nicole Peterson. She'll pick up her first foul and team first on Romeoville.
Yes.
That screen was there about 30 seconds ahead of time, too.
Yeah.
She ran through it.
She's so intent on staying right on the front of Morrow that she didn't even look around. She's like sitting in her front of her shirt all the time.
Well, there's Gabby Morrow, another 15-footer from the baseline, and back to a 10-9 lead for Families of Faith. Baseline, we got a whistle and a foul over there. That could go on any number of people for Families of Faith.
Yeah, she was cutting a knife in between two on the flank over there and got about halfway through. They closed the pinchers on him, but it was too late. They got a foul.
McKenna Garr with her first foul. Team third is Aaliyah Brown inside. Missed that. You'd like to see her catch that, get set, and shoot it.
Yeah, right.
Back the other way. Runner, that won't go. Tracked down now by Morrow on the left wing. Tried to swing underneath. Oh, there's a nice pass. Shot blocked out of the hands of Heidi Welsh out of bounds. Good recovery from Romeoville defensively. With 2:05 to go in the first. 10-9 is the lead for FOFCA.
Yeah, if she gets that in the future and takes it up with her right hand and blocks off with her body, she'll get that shot off.
Villalejo spins and scores in the lane. Well, nice move there by Destiny. 12-9 lead for the Eagles. Walking it up now is Perez. Hands it off to Peterson. Back to Perez on the wing. That won't go. Rebound back up. No by Brown. Pretty good look there for Aaliyah, too. Just couldn't get it to fall. Back up with it comes Villalejo into the front court. She's trying to switch sides here to reset the offense. Now Villalejo working in the left wing. Now goes baseline left side to Welsh. She'll fire and scores. Andy Welsh with a 15-footer. And so far, Families of Faith has shot the ball very well. 30-second timeout to Romeoville. 1:14 to go in the first. And a 14-9 lead for Families of Faith.
Yeah, they have really tuned into the basket very well. This is their home court, but boy, they're doing a nice job. Their shooting percentage has got to be up around 50%, doesn't it?
Oh, it has to be. They've shot the ball very well. Coming into this tournament, by the way, Families of Faith 9-7 coming into the year, and at 7-1 in the conference. So that just proves to you, outside of the conference, actually playing a pretty tough schedule at 9-7. Romeoville Christian at 11-3 on the year, 5-2 in the conference. So a couple of interesting matchups here today. Families of Faith actually ended up with the 1 seed in this tournament, despite being 9-7 in their regular schedule this year. But
well, they must play a tough regular season outside of the conference, man.
This conference this year, on the boys' side, now of course Community has been kind of above and beyond everybody else, but from top to bottom on the guys' side, it's been a good conference. That ball deflected out of bounds. Everybody's been competitive. Romeoville, I think, has gone winless in the conference, but outside of that, everybody has been very competitive. And not only that, Romeoville gave Community a little bit of a scare in the first round. The Panthers only winning by 12. That deflected out of bounds, and it will be Families of Faith basketball out of that timeout. So Eagles will play it in here. 50 seconds to go in the first. 14-9 the lead for FOFCA.
Mr. McCamick is right. She got the rebound and threw it out of bounds when she was falling down. They got the ball back.
Phil Alejo on the right side tries to dump it in. Now a little give and go. Destiny dribbles all the way around and fires the baseline and scores.
Nice turnaround jump shot, about 10 feet out in the left flank over here.
I think Destiny's going to be a problem. I can't see any scenario that Romeoville is going to stop her. I don't
know who you'd put on her. Yeah.
The problem is she's big enough to create space.
Yeah.
And she's talented enough to get her own shot, and that's a bad combination if you're defense. So that deflects underneath, picked up by Aaliyah Brown, and she'll weigh it in.
Well, Aaliyah, she's tough under the basket. She's not very big. She's tall.
2 seconds to go in the quarter. Half-court shot by Villalejo is off the mark. And at the end of one, it is a 16-11 lead for Families of Faith. Take a break. Come back with quarter number 2 in a moment. You're listening to the ICC Conference Championship. We'll be back in just a minute here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 30 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com or call 815-521-0900. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in downtown Coal City is an authentic Italian restaurant that's all about sharing great food in a relaxing atmosphere. Ricchetti's has delicious paninis, sandwiches, calzones, salad, pasta, and of course their incredible pizza. Plus, you can check out a game on one of their many TVs, and they have Wi-Fi too. Stop by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria today at 375 South Broadway in Coal City. 16-11 is the lead for Families of Faith. We start quarter number 2 here from the ICC Girls Tournament Championship. Boys Championship coming up just a little later at 6 o'clock tonight. Long three. That's off the mark by Perez. And the rebound shacked down by the Eagles.
she's wide open, but not a real great shot to take when you're down 5 points.
That's good. That's actually really nice defense by Jessie Perez. She stepped up, kind of cut off the path of Destiny Villalejo, and she put out that arm and kind of shoved off.
She's another girl with a lot of natural talent.
So Destiny Villalejo picks up her first foul, team fourth, or it should be. I'm fairly certain that should be on Villalejo, but out front with it now is Perez. Swings it far side to Peterson. I wrote it down for her. I don't know who else it would have bet on. I think they said 12, but that couldn't have been possible.
Oh.
That's going to need some clarification, I do believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. Coach McCamick is quite concerned about it.
Baseline jumper here by Aaliyah Brown wouldn't go, and then we got a foul from behind by Alex Sonchak. That will be her first, and the team second. 7:01 to go in the first. 16-11 is the lead for Families of Faith.
Gabriel did a nice job boxing out her side of the rebound on the right side of the rim. Forced the person to go over the back if they're going for the ball and got that foul.
And they did change the last one, too.
They did? Okay.
The ref came over and said it's on 14, not 12. So there's a little fadeaway. I thought that was going to go in and banged around and off for Villalejo. Brown goes on the floor, took a dive, and now coming out of there with it is Perez. 6:45 to go in the half. 16-11 is the lead for Families of Faith. On the right side, it goes to Brown. That pass deflected. Perez tracks it down.
Over and back.
And then we got over and back. Perez, the problem is that Coach McCamick wanted that it was tipped. The problem was she picked it up on one side of the line and then just kept going. She could have stopped.
Yeah, that's...
If she would have let it go and picked it up and then came back, she would have been all right. But after she picked it up, her momentum then carried her across the line. Underneath it goes. That's deflected and goes through the hands of Natalie Robertson and out of bounds. The turnover will give it back to Romeoville. 6:18 to go on the half. 16-11 is the lead for Families of Faith.
Well, Families of Faith haven't changed that defense one iota. They're staying with the 3-2. But box them out and force them to play outside.
Perez, far side to Peterson. Families of Faith still in that 3-2 zone, kind of extending way out to the top of the arc. Under 6 minutes to go in the half.
Brown, and they're trying to push their way in on defensive player Natalie.
Peterson tried to force it inside to Brown. That's deflected out of bounds, and it will be Eagles basketball. Well, the problem right now for Romeoville is they're kind of letting Families of Faith dictate what they're going to do on offense instead of the other way around. The Eagles have, there's a nice screen. My goodness. Down the lane runner. That rattles around, get in for Destiny Villalejo. I mean, that just laid out Perez. I mean, laid her out. And Coach McCamick was looking for an elbow, but I think that's just,
She was right there, and the size of her, you aren't going to move her.
No, that was somebody's got to talk to Jessie, by the way, and tell her that those screens are coming, or she's going to have some problems. Because there's some big girls in this Families of Faith team, and you just can't let her get taken out like that. You got to talk a little bit.
They got to find a way to work Brown underneath the basket. Right across from there where she's at.
Now, Perez holds way out near the timeline. The reason we're not giving you much play-by-play right now is because there isn't any. There's a pass inside to Peterson. She forces up a shot, and she traveled first. Well, this has become kind of a stalemate offensively for Romeoville.
Yes,
There's just nothing. They're all standing around kind of looking at each other. Villalejo's pass sails out of bounds. She got a little bit out of control, and it will be Romeoville basketball.
It was interesting that time. Nicole Peterson watched ahead of her and went around that screen that time. They learned, it hit it once. The next time they learned, watch out. And I'm like you. It was a good screen. It wasn't anything bad about it.
I thought it was fine. As Perez walks it up again, Romeoville with just no movement, and Heidi Welsh just picks off the pass. I mean, Perez almost threw it right to her.
Yeah, she
Back
did.
the other way, Villalejo throws it off the knees of Morrow. Now loose in the lane, and we got a jump ball, and it will be Families of Faith basketball. 4:14 to go in the half. 18-11 is the lead for the Eagles. Natalie Robertson to inbound from the baseline. And it comes to Villalejo. Tried to get a step. Boy, she has a girl wide open underneath the hoop. Was a little late getting the pass across. It goes through the hands of Morrow anyway. And then Brown touched it last. So it will be Families of Faith basketball on the far side of the baseline.
Hate to say this about a girl, but if Brown can put on about another 20 pounds, 25 pounds before next year, that girl's going to be tough inside.
She's got some good size. I mean, between her and Savannah Mitchell, a freshman for community, you give them a couple of years, they're going to have some good players in the post.
They sure
There's
are.
a nice little floater from Destiny Villalejo. 20-11, the lead for Families of Faith.
Because she's tall and slim, but she's built strong, even for her slimness. She puts a little bit of weight on that. She's going to be tough inside.
Yeah, we give her another year or two.
Yeah.
3:30 to go in the half. Pass goes to Brown, right baseline. Back out front to Perez.
Boy, it's no movement, is there?
Tried to swing it underneath. Brown just throws up a shot in the middle of the lane, and that is not what you're looking for if you're Romeoville. You got to turn, face, and look. 3:10 to go in the half.
The bookkeeper said it was the first shot in the quarter. He's calling the coach. And that's it.
Yeah, I think it is.
And that was a bad shot.
I think it is. Well, it's the offense is just stuck. I mean, it's not going anywhere. 3 ball on the wing won't go in from Robertson. We got a whistle and a foul underneath.
That's liable to be on Perez, I think, maybe.
So the foul is on Romeoville's Jessie Perez. That will be her first, team third. Inbound pass here from Robertson out front for Villalejo, trying to work top of the key. Swings it over left side to Heidi Welsh. Now Villalejo, far side on the wing for Morrow. She lost it, still loose, and it goes off of her last. It will be Romeoville basketball.
Tell you what, there's some good defense played on both sides right now. Making life pretty tough for the offenses.
So Jessie Perez walking it up, and Coach McCammon for Romeoville is right. You can't just stand. Somebody's got to move. Perez is going to fire 3. There's nobody out there, and she misses that, and it will go off of Families of Faith, and it will be Romeoville basketball.
They literally come up and are standing in their spot. Once in a while, somebody will run across the middle, but that's it.
You got to get either the wings moving or your point guard, passing and cutting through something, some sort of movement. Perez on the left wing for 3. That won't go. The rebound underneath to Brown. We got a jump ball. So it will be Lady Kingsman basketball.
They almost had what they wanted. Brown was getting a rebound right underneath. She goes back up there. Nobody's going to stop her.
Brown back out front to Peterson. Baseline, Perez fires up a shot. She almost made that from behind the backboard. Rebound put back up and in by Aaliyah Brown. And it's 2013 Families of Faith. They can get any sort of offense. They can get back in the game.
Yeah, they're not down that far. 7 points.
I'd still work everything through Villalejo if I'm Families of Faith, too. 16-footer out front won't go for Morrow, and the rebounder Romeoville.
Isn't it amazing what the shots of both teams are settling for? Something way, way outside, and some very poor percentage shot.
Perez out front, gets a step, fires a runner, and scores.
Nice little penetration right side there.
It's 2015. Romeoville clawing their way back here. 1:28 to go in the half.
Perez gave that little feint backwards, and the defense went with it. And then she drove straight ahead and got them close enough for a short jump shot.
Villalejo on the right wing. Good defense by Perez. Pass near side. Robertson fires and scores. Wow. Nice shot from that.
Where did that come from?
22-15, the lead for Families of Faith. That was a nice shot.
It was beautiful.
She kind of squared up as she was getting the ball and ready to shoot.
And she did it right on balance. Nice shot.
55 seconds to go in the half. Peterson holds out front. Nothing comes to Sadchek. Now Peterson off to Perez on the wing. Spins, fires from 15 feet. That won't go. And the rebound underneath to Frazier.
Number 4 for Frazier.
Families of Faith can hold for one shot with 30 seconds to go in the half.
And they still maintained that 7-point lead.
So Villalejo holds out front.
There's a good matchup.
Yeah, Perez tips that into the backcourt, picked up by Villalejo. She lost it again.
I don't say if I was her, I'd get rid of that ball.
That pass goes through the hands of Frazier. Fast break for Peterson. She has it blocked from behind by Destiny Villalejo.
Now she made one mistake. She slowed down to take the layup. She needed to drive hard, and she allowed the defensive player to get back and block the shot.
It's good hustle by Destiny to get back.
Very good. It's like you took that ball away. You're not getting a shot off.
So Romeoville to play it in, and it comes to Brown. Fires up a shot. That won't go. Down to 3 seconds. 2, 1, and that will do it for the half. Half-court shot, no good from Villalejo. And at the half, it's 22-15, the lead for Families of Faith. An interesting first half. Romeoville has to figure out some way to get the offense moving. And it just seems like they're just standing there staring at each other.
Yeah, they've got to have some way. When Robinson or Perez came around that right side that last time she had the ball, and she feinted backwards like she was going to pull it out, and they all accepted that because they've been settling for that. Then she drove in about 4 steps, and she had just like a 10-foot jump shot. There, she can make those. They're going to have to. You're right. They're going to have to do something to create some activity.
All right, we're at the half. 22-15 is the lead for Families of Faith over Romeoville. Take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get your first half stats. We'll figure all that up. Come back here in a couple of minutes and get your first half scoring totals. We'll do that here in a minute. You're listening to the ICC Girls Championship game here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
ACN representative Pete Treby has a very simple way for you to save money on your monthly bills. All you have to do is go to Pete's website and fill out the free analysis form. Then Pete will show you a detailed way to save money on everything: wireless, satellite TV, high-speed internet, local and long distance, computer support, and coming soon, save money on energy. Go to the sponsors page on this website, click on ACN representative Pete Treby's link, fill out the free analysis form, and start saving money today. Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com.
Back here at the half, 22-15 is the lead for Families of Faith over Romeoville. This is the ICC Girls Championship game as we look forward to a good second half between these two teams. First half scoring totals, first of all, for Romeoville. Scoring the ball, Aaliyah Brown has 7 points. She is 1 of 1 from the free throw line. And 8 points for Jessie Perez. She is 2 of 2 from the line, and that's it. It's the only scoring for Romeoville in the first half. They are 0 for 3 from three-point range. For Families of Faith, Heidi Welsh with 4 points. Gabby Morrow has 4 points as well. Natalie Robertson with 2. And 12 points for Destiny Villalejo for Families of Faith. The Screaming Eagles are 0 for 2 from three-point range. All right, for rebounds here, I'll turn it over to you, and we'll see what the totals are for that.
All right, rebounds. First of all, for Romeoville, we had Aaliyah Brown with 5 rebounds. Alex Sonchek with 2 rebounds. Norma Perez with 1. Jessie Perez had 2. And Cassie Shoup had 2 for a total of 12. 12 rebounds for Romeoville in the first half. For Families of Faith, we had Heidi Welsh had 1 rebound. Gabriella Morrow had 2. Destiny Villalejo had 2. Natalie Robertson had 5. Gabriella Frazier had 5 for a total of 15. So Families of Faith held the rebounding edge a little bit there, 15-12 in the first half as well. And question in the second half is, can Romeoville get some movement on offense and create some points?
So far, it's been a struggle. 2 fouls for Gabrielle Frazier for Families of Faith, 1 apiece on Destiny Villalejo and McKenna Garr. For Romeoville, 1 foul apiece on Alex Sonchek, Nicole Peterson, and Jesse Perez. Right now, a 22-15 lead for Families of Faith over Romeoville. And boy, for the Lady Kingsmen, it's been interesting because they're pulling out that 3-2 zone, and Aaliyah Brown's really the only threat on the inside for Romeoville. So if they can somehow neutralize that, and Jesse Perez is really the only threat outside. So if you can take those 2 out, which they kind of managed to do to this point, it makes it pretty difficult to come up with something that can work around that. But they've got to get some sort of movement.
Oh, well, what Famous Families of Faith have done, they've put Natalie Robertson on Aaliyah Brown, and she probably outweighs her by a good 50 pounds or so. And she's just able to take a strong but slimmer Brown and shove her out. And so she can't get underneath her to do what she normally does. Normally, Brown, I'm sure, can hold her own because she's not a weakly built girl. But Robertson is a tough girl to have to push out from underneath. So that negates the inside. The outside, then you've got Perez, and Perez is being boxed out by the three people in the front. She has nowhere to go.
Well, 22-15 is the lead for Families of Faith over Romeoville. We'll take a break down a couple of minutes before the start of half number 2. Just a reminder, be sure to stick around for later tonight, 6 o'clock start time between Community and Parkview for the Boys Championship here in the ICC Conference. Take a break, come back with the second half of this Girls Championship game in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Teresa's Styling Salon in Wilmington is a casual, family-friendly salon that caters to people of all ages. Teresa's provides everything from haircuts to perms to manicures, and they can highlight or color your hair for that special look. Teresa's is located in the Southgate Plaza on Water Street in Wilmington. Call today for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
All right, get set for the start of half number 2. 22-15 is the lead for Families of Faith, as Romeoville just now finding their way back out of the locker room.
I'm anxious to see what Coach McCamick has come up with as a wrinkle in the offense to get some movement and break some people open. But they need to get some movement in that defense they have over there.
Yeah, there's got to be some. I mean, like I said, you either got to start with your girls on the wing and getting some screens from those girls down low and trying to free up that in-between pass, or that point guard's got to get the ball to the wing and cut through, or you need some sort of movement on offense. There's just nothing there.
Let's run special.
Now, except for the fact that that's against a man defense, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I will tell you, every single time we ran that play in high school,
it opened up a layup.
Every single time you got a layup. No, we didn't always make it, but every time it got a layup.
Yeah, most every time. There's only 1 or 2 times you didn't didn't go through.
And usually the only time we got stopped was if it was a team that already knew what it was.
Right. That's right.
But if they didn't know what it was, that was a guaranteed 2 points every time at Ridgeway. All right, so Families of Faith will start it up here going left to right here in the third quarter. Villalejo's pass along the right baseline to Morrow. Now back out front, Villalejo stops, pops. That's way short. I mean, that's a good 2 feet short. I don't know if she got nicked on the arm or just lost it going up or what.
Destiny, you could pick a better shot selection.
Yeah, well, that's part of it.
She was way out there.
Something had to happen
but she's not that weak.
So. No. She either lost it going up or something happened. In the post, Brown, they got double team there, and we got a whistle and a foul. A foul on Families of Faith's Mariah Bland. That will be her first and team first on Eagles here in half 2.
Now there you can see Brown's strength.
Pass comes along the baseline to Peterson. Back to Brown. Everybody's in the corner. There's literally 3 Lady Kingsmen within about 2 feet of each other. That pass picked off. Destiny Villalejo on the break, and she'll lay it in.
She got that steal and actually gamed against Romeoville going down the court. She actually ran faster than they did dribbling.
Yeah, you can't give her a head start. That's for sure. And she finished with the left hand, too. Now Jessie Perez takes another hard tumble. She tried to get the ball down low, but back the other way comes Families of Faith off the turnover. Up front, Villalejo with it. Look, baseline, that's deflected, still loose. And now picked up down low after the turnover by Nicole Peterson. Perez will, not sure what was going on there.
I'm not sure.
Couldn't decide who was going to run point, I guess. I don't know.
Coach was calling her and telling her to run point instead of the other one.
Peterson along the baseline, back up top, Perez. So this is where you need a point guard to move the ball. Here's a nice jumper by Jessie Perez. Got a good little first step in the left side, pulled up from 10 feet and rattled it in.
Yeah, it was a shot she created herself. Just took that little quick first step, got her some freedom, as long as she didn't hesitate.
I'm going to tell you the one thing that you're really going to want to see this year, and I believe it's going to be at Grace, is the girls and boys all-star games, and that's going to be fun. Because there is a huge assembly of talent in this.
You're talking about Grace and Kankakee?
Yeah, everybody. We'll talk more about that in a minute. 3 ball was way off the mark by Villalejo. Back the other way on the run comes Peterson. She's fouled. We'll head to the free throw line. That foul on Natalie Robinson. That'll be her first, team second on Families of Faith, as Nicole Peterson will head to the line. 24-17 is the lead for Families of Faith. 5:26 to go in the third.
Now, a nice thing that she did that time, speaking of Nicole, is that she didn't let the defense get set up. She took it right on in real quickly before they could get back, and that way she got to go all the way and caused them to foul her.
So Peterson misses the first. Second one upcoming here. And that is no good.
There's textbook on blocking out right there.
Yep.
Man.
Back up with it comes Villalejo trying to work right side. Shut off there. Back out front for Morrow. Gabby Morrow gives it up far side.
Nice pass inside.
Good look down low.
Wow.
And spinning and scoring is Gabby Frazier.
She made that little quick pass out to the wing out there to Natalie, and Natalie put it right back in, and she broke to the basket and got a nice layup out of that.
26-17, the lead for Families of Faith. Back to the 3-2 zone for the Eagles, and that pass sails all the way through and out of bounds. Perez trying to lob it inside and just overshot everybody. And
yeah,
you're kind of, right now for Romeoville, you're in a dangerous spot.
Yeah, that's
down 9 with 4:50 to go in the third, and you've got to keep the single digits.
Well, what Jessie was going to do then was going to get her. She was breaking the basket. Trouble is, she didn't break like Jessie was figuring she would.
3 ball wouldn't go for Villalejo, and jumper on the baseline won't go. So Villalejo will head to the free throw line, though, with that foul. So the foul on Cassie Shoup. That will be her first, team first on Romeoville here in the second.
Well, Villalejo is certainly quite a ball player.
She hits the first free throw. We'll have another one coming. That's the kind of player you want at the next level, too, because she's got plenty of size.
Yes.
As far as a guard goes. Second free throw goes.
Yeah,
she
she
can
keep on
handle the
playing.
ball. Yeah, she can handle the ball. She's got good mobility, and she's got plenty of size. She can't get bumped off the ball easily.
And she's got decent speed.
Yeah.
She goes down court and gains on
She'd
people.
make a real nice guard at the next level. We got a whistle and a foul on the far side along that baseline. The foul is on Natalie Robertson. That's her second, team third on the Eagles. Brown back out front to Peterson. Perez wide open for three. That won't go from the left wing.
Brown's got the rebound.
Rebound back up, no by Aaliyah. And now collected underneath by Frazier. Back the other way comes Families of Faith. So Alejo lost it, and it will be Romeoville basketball. Destiny not too sure about that, but.
Boy, Aaliyah had a rebound right underneath, and she short-armed it. Those you can't afford to give away when you're trying to catch up.
Down to 4 minutes to go in the third. 28-17, Families of Faith.
Look how far.
Baseline Peterson fires. That's way short. Rebound underneath, and we got a whistle. And I literally couldn't see anything because I was screened by the near side official. We got a foul on Aaliyah Brown. That'll be her first, team second on Romeoville.
Mariah Blond with her first rebound today. She just come in, or she played this whole half?
She's been in there.
Oh, okay.
Well, not the whole time, but kind of on and off a little. That pass inside is picked off by Brown off the look from Mariah Bland, and back the other way comes Romeoville. 3:30 to go in the third.
Look how far this zone defense comes out here.
Baseline it goes. Peterson throws up a runner. That's way off the mark, and the rebound down low to Morrow.
You know what?
Well, finding anybody that's a scoring threat other than Jessie Perez is going to be kind of interesting. Aaliyah's had an okay game, but
I believe I'd take Nicole Peterson, put her on the point guard, and bring that ball across the line. And put her on the wing and break
underneath. Not a bad idea. Three ball on the wing is good. Boy, talk about a friendly roll for Natalie Robertson. That was a very friendly roll. 31-17, and danger zone is here for Romeoville. On the 2:40 to go in the third. Inside Brown, and wow, made that bucket, and we'll go to the free throw line. Now that's some strength right there.
Wow.
Foul on Families of Faith, Gabrielle Frazier, her third, team fourth. She was literally falling backwards almost on the ground when she shot the ball.
That's amazing. You look at her, she's a slim girl, and you think she doesn't have any strength. But look at her build. She's got a nice, strong build.
That's an impressive shot. The free throw off the mark. 31-19, Families of Faith. 2:30 to go in the third.
That was a tough shot to make.
So Alejo into the front court. 30-second timeout to Families of Faith. 2:26 to go in the third. 31-19. They lead it. So just a little bit about All-Star games. They will be February 29th, the ICC All-Star Games. The girls' game will be at 5. The guys' game will be at 7. I believe that's at Gracetown in Kankakee. And in between those, there will be a slam dunk contest. And at halftime of the guys' game, they'll have the girls' three-point shootout. At the halftime of the girls' game, they'll have the guys' three-point shootout. They're going to do it all in one night. I'm telling you, that's something you want to be at. That's going to be a fun night.
Wow.
And, man, I'm telling you, when you get all these guys' teams together and you take the best 2 or 3 players off each one of those teams, that's going to be a game you want to watch.
Yeah, there's some good players in this group.
Really on the girls' side, too. There's some good players on the girls' side, too.
We'll just look at some of these in this game right here.
Yep. Baseline
wide open.
Off the mark, which way off for Morrow, but that's kind of unusual. She had hit a couple of those earlier. We got a whistle, and we have a foul. Okay. That's interesting. That will be on Bella Frazier. That will be her fourth and team fifth with 2:17 to go in the third. That certainly looked like a jump ball to me, but in any case, Perez into the front court off on the right side for Peterson. Tried to dump it back in the middle, and that's deflected and knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Romeoville. As into the lineup for Families of Faith comes McKenna Garr.
Well, they don't get much smaller when they come in.
We also haven't seen Heidi Welsh for a while. 3-ball on the wing is good. Triple for Jessie Perez.
She was way out there. She had to be like 3 or 4 or 5 feet on beyond the arc.
If you can get her to hit a couple of those and extend that defense out further, now you got something cooking. 31-22, the lead for Families of Faith. Right now, trying just to maintain. 1:38 to go in the third. And we got a 5-second violation.
Oh, 5-second they call it. It's also moving screen.
Destiny Villalejo, quite honestly, it could have been 5 seconds a while ago.
Yeah.
She never did give up the ball.
That's what I thought before, and they didn't call it, so I kind of forgot about it. And then that girl moved over and ran with the play and tried to set a screen, and that was an illegal screen.
And the 1:30 to go in the third. Perez fires on the run and scores.
Wow.
That's a pretty shot from Jessie Perez. I don't know. I don't count Romeoville out yet. It's back to a 7-point game, 31-24 with 1:15 to go in the third. Villalejo going left to right here. Pulls it up in the front court for Families of Faith. Swings it back up top to Morrow. 3-ball on the wing. Good. Boy, that's a big shot. Big shot for Natalie Robertson.
She hit another one. Boy, that was a beautiful shot. You can't let that girl set up and shoot.
34-24, the lead now for Families of Faith. And they got a traveling violation on Romeoville. By the way, Natalie Robertson does lead the team in threes for the year. She made 13 coming into this tournament, and she's made a few since then. And there's a steal. Boy, good hands by Jessie Perez down the lane. And wow, did she get taken out. She went to the hoop hard, and I believe Gabby Morrow will pick up the foul. That will be her first and team sixth. Jessie Perez to the line. 40 seconds to go in the third. 34-24, the lead for Families of Faith.
Yep. Romeoville's picked up the defense a little bit tougher, put a little more pressure on.
Free throw is good by Perez. As Heidi Welsh finally checks back in for Families of Faith. She hasn't been in for a while.
No, she hasn't.
She has, I believe, 4 points herself. Free throw off the mark by Perez. And rebounded inside by Families of Faith.
Tell you, Natalie Robinson can't move fast, but she knows where she's supposed to be, and she's there.
Well, there's a nice steal. Brown on the run, missed a layup. Got the steal and had an open look on the other end, but Romeoville will keep it as they got deflected out of bounds with 25 seconds to go in the third.
That would have put them back down to 7 points again.
I want to tell you something, though. Natalie Robinson can shoot the ball.
Yes, she sure can.
Leave her open.
That girl can shoot.
Look out. That ball deflected out of bounds.
Yeah. Miss Welsh had that and she got over there and it was thrown to her instead of the offensive player, and it surprised her. About got her in the head.
And it comes on the wing. Perez wide open for three. That looked kind of weird coming out of her hand, like she was off balance or something. Back the other way on the run. Villalejo down the lane. She lost it. And it will stay with Families of Faith.
We're down to only 14 seconds left in the third, and still a 9-point game.
It's actually been a pretty fast-moving game.
Not too many fouls.
Outside, Villalejo down to 12 seconds. Robertson on the wing. Back to the free throw line for Morrow. Robertson for three. That's short. 4 seconds left. Three. Perez from half court at the buzzer. No. And that'll do it for the third quarter. 34-25 is the lead for Families of Faith. And that lead is slowly built for Families of Faith. They had a 5-point lead at the end of one, a 7-point lead at the half, and now a 9-point lead at the end of three, and it's just slowly getting there.
There for a while, it looked like Romeoville was going to make a cut into that lead. Got it down, and then you had Robinson's no, that wasn't Robertson. Yeah, Natalie Robinson, her 3-point shot there, and that kind of took the wind out of everybody's sails. You don't expect that out of her, do you? To be
that really, I mean,
not fancy.
No,
boy, is it good.
But if
balanced,
if you give her time and she can line it up, look out. So we have a 34-25 lead for Families of Faith going down the stretch here. Just a reminder, at 6 o'clock tonight, so a little over an hour from now, we will have the Guys ICC Tournament Championship between Community and Parkview. Those two teams were the 1 and 2 seeds going into the tournament. And last time around, Parkview lost by 20 or so earlier in the year, but last time around at Community, it was only, I believe, a 10 or 11 point final. So that's going to be a good one. Brown will run her on the baseline. That's short. Rebound tipped underneath. Collected there by Morrow. And pass to the outside to Villalejo. Destiny working right side. Pull-up jumper from 15 feet is good.
Oh, boy. That girl just a great all-around player. Got a nice shot, great hands to handle the ball with. Good movement.
36-25 is the lead for Families of Faith. 7:20 to go in the game. Underneath, that shot blocked out of the hands of Cassie Shoup. And now out of there with it comes Destiny Villalejo. Villalejo back to the way, spins, dumps it down low. Welsh, nice little head fake. Couldn't get the layup to go, though. And now Romeoville will bring it up. And with 7 minutes to go down the lane. Perez throws it up. No. Rebound down low. Boy, now that's a board from Natalie Peterson. Perez tried to reach in there and take it away from her, and she said, I don't think that's going to happen.
And she is always in the right place at the right time when she's on those rebounds.
Definitely knows where she's at on the floor. And matter of fact, up top now, top of the key, off the right side it goes for Villalejo, and now she'll back it out. Families of Faith in no hurry, but Villalejo better be, and there's 5 seconds. That's what I was just
Somebody
getting
to tell her.
I was just getting there. She's got to get rid of the basketball. So 36-25 is the lead for Families of Faith.
Yeah, she dribbled a long time.
Yeah. The Eagles coach trying to convince the ref that it resets when she dribbles. The problem is she dribbled for about 7 seconds.
She did, at least.
Perez spins, fires in the free throw line. That won't go. Rebound tipped down. Villalejo, boy, she got knocked to the deck. No call. Picked up on the wing. Perez almost lost it. And now trying to work baseline. Got a step there. Boy, that could have been on a couple of people. Could have initially been on Gabby Morrow, and it looks like it might end up being a Natalie Robertson. So Natalie Robertson picks up her third and team 7th, and at the free throw line is Jessie Perez.
Natalie holding up both hands and shaking. What did I do?
Actually, I'm
not much.
Kind of on her side with that. I think the foul occurred before she got to her, but free throw missed, but good job underneath by Aaliyah Brown getting the board and laying it back up and in.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, too.
36-27. Boy, blocking foul on Aaliyah Brown as Villalejo is charging ahead. As Brown will pick up her second foul and team third. Is at the free throw line goes Destiny Villalejo. Destiny has put together a pretty nice game to this point. 18 points for Destiny. Free throw here is
nice
good.
Shot.
She's closing in on 20. 5:55 to go in the game, a 10-point lead.
I don't know if you can find a weak point in her game.
There's not much of one if there is. Free throw misses from Destiny that time around. 37-27, Families of Faith, 5:50 to go. We're in this Girls Championship. Off the right side, there's a reach. Perez tried to go right side, and she was knocked to the ground by Gabby Morrow. And Gabby's really kind of lucky that she hasn't picked up more fouls than that. But the last time down the floor, she could have gotten one too.
Yeah, she's getting a little free with the fouling. But
so one in the bonus here for Jessie Perez. Free throw is good. And Jessie will have one more coming as into the lineup for Families of Faith comes Mackenzie Morphew for the first time tonight. She'll replace McKenna Garr.
Tickles me the coaches give the referees the election how this is supposed to be called.
Well, they're used to it by now. Perez hits the free throw, makes a couple.
Oh, my.
37-29. It is an 8-point lead for Families of Faith. 5:40 to go. Villalejo into the front court. Double team there, trying to work out of it. Fires back across. Robertson
Nice
underneath.
pass.
That's blocked.
Oh, blocked by
Good
Brown.
job by Aaliyah Brown. And now we got a whistle and another foul. And there's really no, I don't understand why Families of Faith is fouling so much. You're just giving Romeoville 3 points and letting them back in with nothing going on the clock.
Yeah, because it's back down to eight now, so they can score this time.
It's the second on Villalejo, and that's the team 9th. So there's one in the bonus here, but from here on out, it's 2 shots, and that's the one thing you don't want to do if you're the Eagles.
That can make a difference in this game.
There's a free throw. I'm telling you, if you keep doing that, if they make a few shots, a few free throws, they'll be right back in it. It's down to a 7-point game, and we got a timeout to Families of Faith. So this is starting to tighten up again. 5:26 to go in the game. 37-30 the lead for Families of Faith. We'll take a break. Back with more of this Girls Championship from the ICC Conference in just a moment.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop specializing in top-of-the-line customer service. Warren's accepts all insurance companies, and they offer free estimates, certified technicians, and a lifetime written warranty. Plus, Warren's will set you up with a rental car while your vehicle is in the shop. So the next time you need work done on your vehicle, call my good friend Warren at 815-458-3300 or stop by Warren's Collision Center at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood. You can also check them out online at warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in downtown Coal City is an authentic Italian restaurant that's all about sharing great food in a relaxing atmosphere. Ricchetti's has delicious paninis, sandwiches, calzones, salad, pasta, and of course their incredible pizza. Plus, you can check out a game on one of their many TVs, and they have Wi-Fi too. Stop by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria today at 375 South Broadway in Coal City.
Well, Aaliyah Brown hits the second free throw. It's now a 6-point game at 37-31 Families of Faith with 5:25 to go. Villalejo in the backcourt, double team there, working up against a full court press. And there's a foul by Perez.
There's a mistake by Perez. Make her burn the clock like that. She was getting close to 10-second thing. She got her out of it by fouling her.
The second foul on Perez, team 4th. And then it comes again. Full court pressure, trying to dribble it up is Morrow into the front court. Off to Robertson. She'll fire along too, and that's good.
Mark it down.
Natalie Robertson hits another long shot. That a 2, though. 39-31, the lead for Families of Faith. 5 minutes to go.
Boy, that girl can shoot the ball. Man.
Perez looking baseline for Peterson. Fires from 15 feet. That rims in. Nice shot from Nicole Peterson.
Good job of creating her own shot, making that little move inside.
39-33. All the way down the lane is Destiny Villalejo, and then she missed the layup. Back the other way, Perez on the run. 1-on-3. She's going to decide to take it all the way in. Forces up a shot. That wouldn't go. Rebound comes back to Perez. Underneath to Brown, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
That could have been a, what do you call those fouls? Flagrant.
And this keeps getting closer. Mackenzie Morphew with her first. And 2 free throws now for Aaliyah Brown. So 4:28 to go in the game. 39-33 is the lead for Families of Faith. Free throw here from Brown is off the mark. Aaliyah's going to have another one coming.
Well, these are important shots.
So the second free throw, and that's no good. Well, Brown misses a pair, and then we got a whistle and a foul on Romeoville's Cassie Shoup. That will be her second, team fifth. And this is all okay for Romeoville because you're going to want to run up the foul total anyway at some point here. And it comes to Villalejo. Her pass deflected, stolen. Peterson shot blocked by Villalejo, and then she comes away with it. Good pass underneath, and that could have been a bucket and a foul right there. She got whacked. Mackenzie Morphy with the bucket.
That was a 4-point turnaround there. They should have had 2 points down here, and it turned over to 2 points down there. Nice movement.
And Morphy got hammered on that shot.
She did. It should have been a foul after the shot.
41-33. 3 ball up front. No good from Perez. And it will be Families of Faith basketball. So into the lineup for Families of Faith comes Bella Frazier. 3:51 to go. 41-33 the lead for Families of Faith. And we've got a timeout to the Screaming Eagles. So a full timeout to Families of Faith. 3:49 left. 41-33 is the lead for the Screaming Eagles.
That was a Villalejo timeout. She was getting winded. She needed a breather, and she's been playing a hard game. Bringing the ball up, playing defense. Man.
All right, we'll take a timeout as well. We'll come back. Work towards the end of this one. 41-33 is the lead for Families of Faith. Back with more of the ICC Girls Championship in just a moment.
ACN representative Pete Treby has a very simple way for you to save money on your monthly bills. All you have to do is go to Pete's website and fill out the free analysis form. Then Pete will show you a detailed way to save money on everything: wireless, satellite TV, high-speed internet, local and long distance, computer support, and coming soon, save money on energy. Go to the sponsors page on this website, click on ACN Representative Pete Treby's link, fill out the free analysis form, and start saving money today.
$41-33 is the lead for Families of Faith. 3:49 to go here tonight.
For a quick-moving game, this fourth quarter has really taken some time now.
It's kind of developed into an interesting game here in the fourth. Good dribble there from Gabby Morrow into the front court and pulls it up. Now Robertson back to Morrow. 3:38 to go. Jumper on the baseline is good. 15-footer for Heidi Welsh. And it's 43-33, back to a 10-point game for the Eagles.
I guess it was good to give her that rest. She came in and was ready to go.
Off the right side, just nowhere to go for Perez. Now she gets it back from the steal, fires on the baseline. No rebound, back up it in for Aaliyah Brown.
That's Brown's 10th rebound.
43-35, 3:08 to go. Problem for Romeoville is they need a stop.
Yeah, they haven't gotten one in a long time.
Out front, Morrow. And we got a whistle and a foul on Aaliyah Brown.
The thing about it is, with her wrong reach, all she had to do is put her arms around her, out away from her a foot or so, and she couldn't get the ball around her.
So Brown's third foul, that'll be team sixth. So the next one after this will go to one in the bonus for Families of Faith. Villalejo into the front court. Wow, nice little move in between a double team. Left a shot short, though. Rebound loose and picked up by Romeoville. Out on the run comes Perez. Perez into a double team. Lost it now. Picks up her dribble. Right side. Works baseline. Fires it. No. Rebound tapped out of bounds, and it will be Eagles basketball, I believe, or it should be.
It is. Well, now it's back up that 8-point game again. So
Morrow up into the front court. Now on the baseline it goes for Welsh. Try to go back out front. And that's going to be over and back on Families of Faith. 2:24 to go.
Now she just took her eyes off the ball and missed the pass and went right past her.
8-point lead for Families of Faith here in this Girls ICC Conference Championship. Long three for Perez. That rattle in and out. Just can't really get anything going from behind the arc.
Nope. That's a nice looking shot,
Out
too.
front. Good work from Jessie Perez. She'll pick up a foul, but that'll be her third. And team 7th. And to the free throw line for Families of Faith will go Destiny Villaleo. Just 2:06 left. Free throw here is good. And Destiny will have another one coming.
I don't care what you do. The game is going to go through Vallaleo. Win or lose, boys.
Second free throw and short. And the rebound tip back out. On the run comes Romeoville. Perez down the lane. We got a whistle and a foul. I think that's going to be on Heidi Welsh, I believe. That will be Heidi's first. And 2 shots coming up here for Jessie Perez. First one is short.
Boy, they missed a ton of free throws going down the stretch here.
1:59 left, a 9-point lead for Families of Faith. And that free throw good. So Perez, 1 out of 2. And as into the lineup for Families of Faith comes Mariah Bland.
Yeah.
Number 3 comes Gabby Morrow.
Let's score. I guess they score correct.
Trying to work left side. Morrow's pass stolen away by Perez. Jessie Perez on the run. Robertson fouls her, and Perez will go to the free throw line.
Did you see the speed of Robertson?
Well, she got back in a hurry. That'll be the 4th on Robertson.
That's impressive.
And actually, not a bad foul either. Don't give her the free points there. Make her earn it, because let's be honest here. Romeoville's free throws haven't been all that stellar.
Yeah. That was a nice play all the way around by Robertson. Got back, and now they didn't get 2 points anyway. They're only going to have a chance to get 1. She missed the first one.
So Perez misses the first. 1 more coming. 1:45 left. 44-36. Families of Faith. And that one goes. 1 out of 2 for Perez. 44-37. And it comes from Morrow, trying to work near side, and we got a whistle and a reach in. And
the Families of Faith have done a nice job. They've taken the chores away from Vallaleo and bringing the ball down. They put it in the hands of Morrow, and she's taken a lot of the pressure off and given Vallaleo a little bit of a breather.
Fouls on Nicole Peterson. That'll be her second, team 8th. Free throws here for Morrow. And the first one is off the mark. She misses the front end of one in a bonus, and it will be tracked down by Romeoville. Perez into the front court. Working right side. Now free throw line jumper. In and out by Peterson. Rebound tip back out. Peterson off to Perez. Throws it up. Good, and a foul. Boy, that's a nice move by Jessie Perez. A foul on Gabby Frazier. And Gabrielle Frazier picks up.
Now Perez is to Romeoville what Vallaleo is to Families of Faith. Except Vallaleo is Vallaleo. She's just fantastic.
So Gabrielle Frazier will foul out. Chance for a 3-point play here for Jessie Perez, and that's in and out, no good. Rebound, Brown missed the putback. Deflects, still free, and a battle for the loose ball, and we have a jump ball. And it will be Families of Faith basketball, 1:18 to go, 44-39 Families of Faith, and a timeout to Romeoville. Boy, this has turned into a good game.
Boy, poor Brown, she's had a couple layups that she's missed. Man, if you had those back, that's 44-43 game. Just those 2 layups.
All right, a 5-point lead for Families of Faith. 1:18 left. We'll take a break, come back with more of this ICC Girls Championship in just a moment.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com.
44-39 is the lead for Families of Faith. 1:18 to go in this girls' conference championship.
Well, here we go. 1:18 left.
So the Eagles will play it in. And it comes for Villalejo. Works up against a double team. Tried to spin free, almost lost it. Now Villalejo working right side. Through a double team. Off to Morrow. Now back in the corner, 58 seconds to go. And we've got a 30-second timeout. The Families of Faith. And Romeoville missed their opportunity. They had a couple of times they should have committed a foul and sent anybody but Destiny to the free throw line, and they couldn't get a foul. So 57 seconds left. 30-second timeout, the Families of Faith.
Coach McCain yelling out, now.
Well, the problem is that they're playing too far off defensively.
Right.
You need to be way up on top of the person you're guarding so that when you need to foul, you're already there instead of trying to chase them down.
I think somebody makes that tough for Romeoville is Villalejo, because she handles the ball so well. You can't put one-on-one and get the ball from her. Oh, man, she gives you a headache.
Well, 57 seconds left. 44-39 is the lead for Families of Faith. They'll have the ball out of the timeout. Yeah, we got a whistle and a foul, and that's an okay foul for Romeoville. Alex Sonchek picks up her second foul. And I believe it's still one in the bonus. So Heidi Welsh with a big free throw here. She has not attempted one yet tonight. So one in the bonus. And no good. So the rebound down low to Brown. Romeoville still alive here. Perez fires a three. Good!
Whoa,
triple
put it in the
for
pocket.
Jesse Perez.
Wow.
It's 44-42. 42 seconds left. Villalejo fouled in the backcourt by Jesse Perez. That will be her fourth.
Yeah, Jesse, you got to get over in front of him. You can't be half over.
Well, and also, if you're Jesse, you can't be fouling because they need her to stay in the game. 40 seconds left. It's 44-42. The lead for Families of Faith. Villalejo's free throw is good. Like I said, you don't need to be in a rush to foul her. There's plenty of time. You can wait for her to get rid of the basketball and then foul. She makes one out of two. Back the other way comes Romeoville. 38 seconds left. A 3-point lead for Families of Faith. Brown inside forces up a shot. That won't go. And down to 30 seconds left. Now you need to foul Villalejo. In the backcourt, and we got a whistle and a foul on Nicole Peterson. That will be her third. 26 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, this is where you think, Villalejo, she is your game right here, boys. Put the ball in her hands.
So Destiny Villalejo with the free throw. Nope.
Oh,
rattle in and
it.
out. She's leaving the door open here. Plenty of time left. So it'll be 46-42 after the made free throw by Destiny Villalejo. 26 seconds left. Families of Faith leads it by 4. Romeoville is going to need a quick bucket.
Wow. Well, I didn't think they'd ever get down to a 3-point game in this game, but they sure did. Now they've got it back up to 4.
Well, they got it down to a 3-point game and went inside to Brown, which was fine, but then she forced up a shot that she really didn't need to force. And now that's put Romeoville back, behind it a little bit here, down by 4, but certainly plenty of time left. If you can get a quick 2 here and foul, you're right there for the end of the game. So, I mean, hey, if you're Romeoville with whatever it was, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they were down by 13, and you're thinking, uh-oh, this is going to get out of control.
And the 13-point lead in a girls' game that's a big lead. It's a big lead period.
All right, Romeoville to play it in. Jesse Perez up the far side, pops from the baseline. That won't go. Down to 18 seconds to go. Off to Peterson, and we got a whistle, and we got a foul. So the foul on...
That was close to jump ball, wasn't it?
That's what I was thinking. Destiny Villaleo with her 3rd foul, and now huge free throws for Nicole Peterson. If she can get 2 here and get it back to a 2-point game.
Get the ball back, make a 3-pointer, they got it down.
15 seconds left, a 4-point lead for Families of Faith.
Oh.
And she misses the front end.
That was a nice-looking shot, but it just would not go in.
Well, she is 0 for 3 from the line tonight. And even one free throw would keep you in it here. And that goes. Got a big bounce off the back rim. Down to a 3-point game, 15 seconds left.
Foul her.
In it comes, and we got a whistle and a foul on Nicole Peterson. So that's the 4th foul on Nicole Peterson. 46-43.
They're running out of fouls, aren't they?
Yep, down to 13.5 seconds remaining.
Problem is I don't think Romeoville has played anybody else, so.
Yeah, it's just, free throws here could decide the game. Gabby Morrow at the free throw line and misses the first one. Well, if she misses this, the door's still open.
Get the ball in Perez's hands.
And the second free throw, no good. So it's still open. Back the other way it comes, and we got a timeout. So timeout to Romeoville with 9.7 seconds left. 46-43 is the lead for Families of Faith.
I wonder, if you're Romeoville, who would you have shoot the ball?
Well, I'll tell you the first thing that would happen. If I'm over there coaching Families of Faith, there's no chance I'd let them get a 3-point shot off.
Yep. Nope.
There's no way I would let that happen. They get that ball in, let them run off a couple of seconds, foul them, and then, anymore, you see that when you look at the college and pro game, you're seeing that more and more too. They're not even leaving that as an option.
Yeah.
Having them hit a 3. They're just go ahead and fouling and try to work the percentages.
They're talking about something about the free throws, intensive fouling.
The hack and shack thing. They're talking about getting rid of that. I'm in agreement with some of the guys on ESPN were talking about that the other day on TV inside the NBA or whatever. And I think it was Jalen Rose and a couple other guys saying, hey, if you can't hit the free throws, that's your problem.
That's the way I look at it.
I mean, that's part of the game. Learn how to shoot
free throws.
Yep. I agree with him.
That's part of the game. If you can't shoot free throws, that's your problem.
Yep. And it comes off to Peterson, down to 8 seconds left. 7, Romeoville, one last opportunity, 5 seconds. 4, Perez got a good look for 3. Good!
Wow!
Good! Jesse Perez hit a 3 at the buzzer. And we're going to overtime. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
That was about a turnaround 3-pointer. And that was with Villaleo coming out to put her hand up over her head, too.
Boy, they got the ball. They inbounded to Peterson on the far side behind the arc, and she literally held on to the ball until Perez went all the way around the baseline, came back up through the middle of the lane, got a screen, caught the ball at the top, fired it with 2 seconds left, and went straight through.
I mean, it got nothing but net.
Again, I go back to what we were just talking about. Take away that opportunity. Foul her before she can pass the ball.
That's what I would have done. I'd have fouled her out there.
Yep, take away that opportunity, but they didn't. They decided to play defense, and my goodness, that is a
Who would have ever thought she had made that?
Huge shot from Jessie Perez.
That was a turnaround jump shot. What was it, about 3 or 4 feet beyond the arc out front of it? And Lejo coming over the top of it, trying to swat it. And she got that around her and turned around and jumped it. And unbelievable.
7/10 of a second left. 7/10. Families of Faith will have to go the full length of the floor, tied at 46. Inbounds pass to half court to the three-point line. No. And that ended up being way too good of a look for Gabby Morrow.
The girl that was down here should have been out on Gabby. She's played underneath.
Boy, that was... How did she get that open?
Oh.
I mean, that pass came into half court and carried all the way to the three-point line. And Morrow was there and had a good look at it for three. Didn't hit it, but...
Boy, it was close. And again,
my goodness,
that shouldn't have been open either.
Yeah, that's a couple...
You had that girl on defense down here.
Breakdowns.
I didn't see who she was. She didn't even guard her. She was right there, and then she tried to run at the last second. Too late.
Boy, now that is... I've seen some good endings to some games, but Romeoville just kept coming, and then Perez with just an awesome three to send it to overtime.
Now, here's the other problem. Going to the overtime, Romeoville's got 2 of their starters now with 4 fouls. And one of those is Perez.
You'll live with that. Getting there
you have to live with that.
Yeah, you have to get there first.
Yeah.
And you had to use up those fouls to get there. So
they invested everything they had to get there, but they got there.
All right, so we're going to have a jump at center court to start overtime. We're tied at 46. Tap here. Track down. Peterson's runner won't go. Brown back up and in. And for the first time in, I don't know, ever, Romeoville has a lead.
I think it's the first time tonight.
48-46. Romeoville leads it down to 3:40 to go. Villalejo underneath. Robertson, no, but she'll head to the free throw line. Natalie Robertson will head to the line.
Problem with that play was letting her receive the pass down inside.
Cassie Shoup with her third foul.
Yeah, Kathy should have been on the front of her, between her and the ball. She wasn't. She was behind her and let her have the ball.
Free throw, no good for Robertson. So another
one. Should move her out beyond the three-point arc and let her shoot.
Yeah, back it up and fire a shot. Second free throw is good. 1 out of 2 for Natalie Robertson. It is a 48-47 Romeoville lead, down to 3:30 to go. Well, you couldn't ask for anything more out of a championship game. That's
I guess not.
Baseline Brown. Outside Perez. Now Peterson in between the circles. Back to Brown, right wing. Brown. Jumper from the baseline wouldn't go.
Nice rebound, Heidi.
And Welsh with the rebound. Back the other way on the run comes Villalejo. Pull-up jumper from 15 feet. That's no good.
Not a good smart shot.
The rebound underneath. We got a whistle and a foul. And a foul on Mariah Bland, her second. And Jessie Perez will go to the line for 2.
Her second 2 shots, Jessie Perez.
Well, I still can't believe Perez hit that 3.
I don't know if she can believe it.
It was a beautiful play. I mean, she came all the way around, got a nice screen, squared up, and just buried it.
I say, was she going to get the shot off or not? Boy. Oh, my.
Well, misses the front end.
It's when that rim gets awful small.
Second free throw is good.
Okay.
1 out of 2 for Perez.
Villalejo bringing the ball over the court line. Here we go.
Under 3 minutes to go in overtime. 49-47 is the lead for Romeoville. Morphew tried to go underneath, and that's stolen away. Stolen by Brown off to Perez.
Now that time they front and backed Robertson so she couldn't get the ball. That's where the turnover came from.
Baseline Brown. On the wing, runner by Perez is good. 10-footer by Jesse Perez.
Boy, nice penetration on the right side. Got just about a foot inside the free throw line and let it go.
51-47. Villaleo forces up a shot. That's no good, but she'll head to the line. Foul is on Romeoville's Alex Sonchek. That'll be her third.
Yep. Don't swat at her. Oh.
Free throw off the mark by Villaleo. She'll have another one coming. Boy, Families of Faith had such a good lead in the third, and then it disappeared, and now they're desperately trying to get back in the game. 51-48, Romeoville, down to 2:10 to go in overtime.
Here we go. Ball coming across center line with Perez.
Out front, Peterson holds. Brown at the free throw line. Now Perez along the right baseline, lost it. Spins, fires. No, Brown lost it out of bounds, and it will be Families of Faith basketball. If you're Romeoville, there's no point in pushing the pace either.
No.
Hang on to the ball. Villaleo working right side. Fires along the baseline. That won't go. The rebound down low, ripped away by Robertson. That's no good. Rebound down low again. That's blocked. And it will stay with the Screaming Eagles. 1:39 left in overtime. 51-48, the lead for Romeoville. And it comes. Villaleo for three. Nope, that rattles around it off. Rebound Villaleo, back up. Nope, it's all to the free throw line. Well, Romeoville needs a rebound somewhere along the line. Foul on Cassie Shoup. That's her fourth.
Not doing what Families of Faith is so good at doing. They're not blocking out well. They're not taking with strength and pull the ball down. There's another girl with 4 fouls. They got 3 of them with 4 fouls now.
Villaleo misses the front end. There'll be another one coming. 3-point lead for Romeoville. 1:33 left. And the second one, no good. Rebound back to Villaleo again. On the baseline, fires, no. Still loose, and it will be a jump ball. Possession to Families.
If you're Romeoville and you can ever get your hands on the ball, run the clock, man.
Somebody from Romeoville's got to get a rebound. Underneath, Villaleo lays it in.
Too many chances.
Yep, you're right. Too many opportunities. 51-50, the lead for Romeoville. 1:15
now Families of Faith needs to stop here, and they can really put the pressure on.
Perez just stand there. There's no need to even pass it, really. Perez to the free throw line. Off to Peterson.
No.
She just throws up a shot. That's way off the mark. Boy, that's a shot you definitely didn't need. Back the other way comes Villaleo.
Coach nightmares.
Down the lane, runner is good. Destiny Villaleo with a bucket, and it's 52-51. Now Families of Faith back on top.
Wow. There we go.
Down to 40 seconds to go. Perez down the lane. She fires, and that goes.
Boy, the 2 keys for each team are really coming out.
Goodness. 53-52 Romeoville. 30 seconds left. And Villaleo on the right wing fires a 3. That's way off. A rebound tracked down to the far corner by the Eagles, and we've got a timeout to Families of Faith. Full timeout. 20 seconds left. 53-52 Romeoville. Families of Faith will have the ball.
And that time was a Vallejo took a shot she should never have taken out there. Get the ball inside. Oh, my.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back with the final few seconds of overtime in just a moment.
Teresa's Styling Salon in Wilmington is a casual, family-friendly salon that caters to people of all ages. Teresa's provides everything from haircuts to perms to manicures, and they can highlight or color your hair for that special look. Teresa's is located in the Southgate Plaza on Water Street in Wilmington. Call today for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
53-52 is the lead for Romeoville. Almost got to our guys' game too early. Families of Faith will play it in. 20 seconds left. They trail by 1 in overtime of this girls' ICC Conference Championship. Actually, the inaugural ICC Conference Championship. And what a first one it's been.
There she is.
Baseline jumper by Robertson is good. 15-footer by Natalie Robertson. 54-53 is the lead for Families of Faith. Down to 8 seconds and timeout to Romeoville. Full timeout. Boy, that's a huge shot by Natalie Robertson.
And she had that time somebody right in front of her, and she shot over the top of him and still made it.
Oh, what a game. 54-53.
She's got ice water in her veins.
Families of Faith back on top with 7.9 seconds left.
Man, wow, that was an amazing shot. Well, tell you what, the people here got their money's worth.
Well, I think I'd go right back to Jessie Perez, have her penetrate and do what she can do, and we'll see what happens. I'd put all my eggs in that basket, I do believe.
I think if you're going to try to win, that's the only basket you got. You got to go with it. Go with your best.
Well, just a reminder, a half hour from now, we'll have the guys' ICC Championship between Parkview and Community.
Now this time, Families of Faith don't want to foul.
So Romeoville has no timeouts left. Not a one. So here we go. Romeoville to play it in with 8 seconds left. And it comes to Brown. Perez in the lane. No, but she'll head to the free throw line. Good grief. Well, talk about pressure at the free throw line.
Well, that's who you want there.
The foul is on Heidi Welsh, her second. Well, Jessie Perez is 8 of 14 from the free throw line.
Well, you better make them now.
Big free throws here. Misses the front end. All right, well, Perez will have one more coming with 5.7 seconds left. That's pretty much been how Jessie's done today, though. Make one, miss one.
Yeah, that's about right.
So, 54-53. Perez, good. Makes the second. We're tied at 54. 4 seconds left. 3. Vallejo. 2. 1. At the buzzer. No. And we're going to double overtime.
Oh, my. 54-54. Tied up.
Overtime. Tied at 54. We'll head to a second overtime. We'll take a break. Come back with even more of the Girls ICC Championship in just a moment.
Valen Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Valen Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
All right, to double overtime we go. And the opening tap of double overtime played out of bounds, and we're going to redo it.
Reach up.
I don't think anybody saw who hit it.
Everything else won.
So
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to reset it to 4. You have to touch it outside of the circle before you can
circle,
run
yeah.
off anytime. And again, it goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it is Families of Faith basketball this time around.
That time, Brown really whacked the ball hard. Trouble is, she didn't have anybody over there to get the ball.
So Villalejo to walk it up. Under 4 minutes to go now in double overtime. We're tied at 54. On the wing, it comes to Bland. Welsh. Now Villalejo. 15-footer. Nope. And the rebound underneath to Alex Sanchez.
That's her 5th rebound of the night.
Well, now you're going to get some tired girls because there hasn't been a lot of extra rest for either side here.
No, the Families of Faith have had a couple of substitutes in.
Wow, that's
There
a
it
nice
is.
jumper by Aaliyah Brown. Little 10-footer.
That was right on the baseline and passed out to the guard and back under to her as a forward or center, and she had that little shot and made it.
56-54.
Uh-oh.
Open 3 for Robertson. That's off the mark. It almost looked like she rushed it a little bit. Put back up, no, by Villalejo. And Romeoville comes away with it. 3 minutes to go. And Romeoville leading it by 2. We're in double overtime.
Man.
Perez on the wing. Brown. Back out to Perez again.
Now they're doing what they should have done in that other game.
I'd stand there the rest of overtime.
Yep.
I'd just stand right there. I wouldn't dribble it. Oh, there's a jumper from the free throw line off the mark on a pass to the inside to Sonchek. And it's still loose and now thrown back out front. Perez, jumper from the baseline.
Got
Good.
it.
12-footer for Jesse Perez. I don't know why in the world they passed the ball to the inside, but it worked out. 58-54, and there's a turnover. Perez on the run. Perez down the lane, stops, floats it, and scores.
That was good heads up. Instead of going right to layup, getting the block, she stopped and put it straight up.
Now it's 60-54 Romeoville. 2 minutes to go in double overtime. 3 ball for Robertson. No. Left it short. Rebound back up. No. And Romeoville comes away with it. And now Romeoville going to go to 4 corners with 1:45 to go. Perez, I'd stand right there. I'd stand there and dribble for the rest of this game if need be. Now they finally come out, those Families of Faith. We'll see what Romeoville does against a little bit of pressure. Down to 1:30. Peterson out front.
They've got a couple nice ball handlers.
Back to Perez.
Hey, don't drop off of her.
So Jesse dribbles down to 1:20 to go. Perez got away with a carry, by the way. Down the lane, throws up a runner. That's good. Well, it has been.
She carried the ball around the circle, 360 circle.
It has been all Romeoville in double overtime. 3 way off the mark by Villalejo. That'll carry out of bounds. And Romeoville will get it back again. Boy, Romeoville has just dominated this double overtime.
Well, I don't know where this came from, but
down to 1 minute to go. Brown back out front to Perez. And Villalejo will pick up the foul. That'll be her 4th.
Yeah, Villalejo is doing the right thing. Don't let them stall the ball.
Yeah.
Go ahead and foul them.
Yep, got to do it now.
She's only been about one of every 2. Right now, one of her 2 is not good either for Families of Faith. Then
56 seconds left. Free throw by Perez. Nope. Missed the front end.
has she ever made the first one?
She's made, I think, 2 free throws maybe twice tonight. She's pretty much been 50% all night. And she is again. 1 out of 2.
She should just shoot the second free throw every time.
63-54, 9-point lead for Romeoville. Villalejo tries to force up a shot. That wouldn't go.
She's trying to draw a foul, and there was nobody swinging at her.
Yeah, she kind of dribbled into the defender and then threw it up. Perez with 40 seconds left in the lane, floats it up. That won't go. Rebound tip back out. Perez, 10-footer, no. Rebound Brown back up, no. Still loose and a jump ball. And it will stay with Romeoville, and FOFCA is quickly running out of time.
Yep, they are.
Kingsman ball.
Now everything's running the Kingsman way. This is their jump ball.
Tries to play it in. Well, that's a dangerous pass. Into Brown, and she landed out of bounds.
Yeah, she did. Her foot was out of bounds. Almost her entire foot was out of bounds.
All right, so FOFCA will play it in, trailing by 9, but
Now
30 seconds left.
Romeoville put nominal pressure on and let them go.
3 ball rattles in and out for Villalejo. Rebound to Brown. She's fouled. And that is the 5th on Destiny Villalejo. So Destiny is done, but boy, she did everything she could to get Families of Faith a win tonight.
She carried them. She carried them.
Into the lineup for Families of Faith comes
here comes
McKenna
the sub
Gar
for Romeoville.
and Bethany Sonchek in for Romeoville. 23 seconds left. It's a 9-point lead. If Aaliyah Brown makes this, and she does not, if she makes one of these, this thing is done. It's already a 3-possession game. It would be 4. Second free throw, good. That's a 4-possession game. 64-54. Families of Faith has not scored in overtime, double overtime. 3 ball in the corner. That won't go from Welsh. Down to 15 seconds left. And that is going to do it. Romeoville's going to dribble it up. This thing's going to be all over with. Is the foul on McKenna Gar. That'll be her second. And Romeoville is going to win.
If you'd asked me that about a half hour ago, I'd say there's no way.
No. You're going to win the 2015-2016 ICC Conference Tournament Championship here in just 10 seconds. And all that matters now is what the final score is. Free throw is good by Jessie Perez. 65-54 Romeoville here in double overtime. And she misses the second. Rebound tipped out, down to 8 seconds left. It will be Families of Faith basketball. Boy, what a game. Double overtime here tonight in the Girls ICC Championship. 5 seconds. 3 ball in the corner.
There it is. They finally scored
for Heidi Welsh, and that's going to do it. Romeoville wins it 65-56 in double overtime. Romeoville wins the 2015-2016 Girls ICC Conference Championship. Boy, what a game tonight.
Man, that was some game. And you put Jessie Perez on one side and put Destiny Villalejo on the other side. Those two girls had outstanding games. They each one on their own kept their team, Romeoville and Families of Faith, in the ball game. 65-56, the final score in the championship game of the IIC tournament.
Good again to the tournament. The girls' tournament has been like that all week long. So if you missed a game, you missed something like that. Our 2015-16 second place.
We'll give you the final totals here. Boy, and I'm telling you what, there's some totals in this thing.
I guess there is.
First of all, scoring totals for Families of Faith. Heidi Welsh finishes with 9 points, including 1 3. She's 0 of 1 from the line. Mackenzie Morphy with 2 points. Gabby Morrow with 4 points. She's 0 for 3 from the line. Natalie Robertson finished with 13 points, including 2 threes. Robertson 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Gabrielle Frazier with 2 points. Destiny Villalejo tonight, 27 points for Families of Faith. And Destiny was 7 of 14 from the free throw line was Destiny. She finishes with 27 points. Families of Faith, 3 of 11 from three-point range. For Romeoville, 3 points for Nicole Peterson. She was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Aaliyah Brown finishes with 20 points tonight, including 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Jessie Perez, if I have this right, finishes with 43 points tonight.
Land out of 65.
And ends up with 3 3-point field goals. I believe Jessie was 11 of 20 from the free throw line is what I end up
11.
with
That's about
here.
right. She's one out of her two.
She finished with 43 points unofficially tonight.
43
Romeoville,
points.
2 of 10 from three-point range, and I'll let you do
Man.
our final rebounding totals.
Well, rebounding, first of all, for Families of Faith, we had Heidi Welsh with 2 rebounds. Mackenzie Morphew had 1 rebound. Gabriela Morrow had 5 rebounds. Destiny Vallejo had 9. And Natalie Robertson had 11 rebounds. Gabrielle Frazier had 6. And Mariah Blonde had 4 for a total of 28 rebounds for Family of Faith. For Romeoville, we had Aaliyah Brown. She had 20 points. She had 17 rebounds. Alex Sonchek had 5. Nicole Peterson had 3. Norma Perez had 1. Jessie Perez had 10. And Cassie Shoup had 5. And I think I left off, should be about 42 rebounds. So second half, Romeoville just owned the boards.
Well,
First half, they were behind.
and double overtime, they completely owned.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot of rebounds in the double overtime. You're
Only,
right.
I believe, 2 points in the overtime for Families of Faith officially. Well, 65-56 is the final. Romeoville wins it in double overtime in this girls ICC tournament championship. Well, we're going to re-rack everything. Give us about a half hour or so. We'll get to the boys' game tonight. I know it's 5:47. It'll probably be about 6:15 or so before the start of tonight's guys' game between Parkview and Community. We will get to that in just a little bit. So we're going to sign off for now. We'll come back with the guys' championship here in just a few minutes. 65-56, Romeoville wins the girls' championship in double overtime. We'll see you in a little bit here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.